right, man. Finesse2tymes, the rapper out of Memphis. I mean, the lady had some issues with his family and money. Was in Fort Worth, Texas, I believe they said it was, and they tried to make him check in. Check-in culture is crazy, but let's take a look at it a couple
They
times.
gonna go to jail and check in. That's what a nigga gonna do. Go to jail and check in. That's what's gonna happen. They gonna go to jail and check in. That's what a nigga gonna do. Go to jail and check in. That's what's gonna happen. They gonna go to jail and check in. That's what a nigga gonna do. Go to jail and check in. That's what's gonna happen.
Now it seemed like I don't know if that's security saying in the background. At the end we ain't doing no guns, so he's saying that from behind the security, and rightfully so. I don't really understand check-in culture because they only make other black people check in. They don't make Brad check in. They don't make Garth Brooks check in. Even in LA, they only make the blacks check in. So, ultimately you have to ask yourself, why is that? Why do we have to make each other check in? I can, only assume one of the reasons they allowed, they're doing is because they want to know if you live what you rap. Because you don't really see them pressing R&B artists like that. I think it's let's check your ghetto meter, let's check your hood credit score. I think that's what it is. You rapping about you moving this and you doing this and you doing that, and you got you gangster. I think this is them really checking your temperature to see if you are who you say you are. I mean, nothing more, nothing less. I believe this is a way that they're checking your temperature. That's it. This is their way of saying we're going to check your temperature to see if you really as G as you say you are. And unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumble in the black community. Because I don't see them pressing R&B artists. Now I've heard about them extorting. I ain't gonna get into that, but that happens. That happens to people. But this is what I be saying, man. Y'all be trying to save people, save black people, or y'all want to classify these as niggas, man. It's unsavable. Like I said, it's trying to save a game on PlayStation 1 without a memory card. You can't save them. You can't save them, bro. As much as we want to say the community and help the community, it's kind of like Thanos snapped his fingers, and some people just can't go along for the ride. So, then Dallas Fort Worth, whatever you want to call it, Fort Worth, or if it was Dallas and Fort Worth in collaboration, excuse me. It's sad. It's very, very sad. But this is the culture that they created. When you rap about, getting it and moving weight and all that stuff, when you rap about that, they want to know if you real. They want to know if you living what you rap about. Nothing more, nothing less. They want to see if you real. Remember, it was a story that Jamie Foxx told about Plies. How these dudes, I forget the dude. It was the dude who pressed it was the dude who pressed it was the brother who pressed Lil Wayne and them, I believe, when they was in LA. And they had pulled up on Plies, and they were seeing if he was really what he rap about. Go look at Jamie Foxx and that Plies interview. It was hilarious. Real talk. So when we look at these situations and everything, that's really how a lot of this is going down, man. You say, oh, we should know better. We should do. We've been saying this for how long? We've been saying this for how long in the community, bro? It's a wrap. It is what it is. You can't save them. Unsavable. You go somewhere and I gotta check in to prove my gangster. You come to my hood. Okay, make Taylor Swift check in. Make Garth Brooks check in. You know what I'm saying? Make Eminem check in. Why is it always y'all gotta be so hard on another black man? I don't understand it. I legit don't understand it. I legitimately don't understand it. Oh, we gonna see if you live what you rap. You know, he didn't. You didn't. And the rapper that made a way out of his life, and now y'all want him to go backwards. You know, a lot of people just want you to stoop to their level. Remember the episode on the Boondocks, the nigga moment. You know, the nigga moment on the Boondocks, where he said that basically if you don't engage, you can't have a nigga moment. If you don't give any engagement, you can't have a nigga moment. If you walk away, you can't engage. Think about how Gunna is handling Young Thug. He ain't talking about it. He ain't even engaged. He's just making money, learning from his mistakes and keeping it moving. He not feeding into none of that malarkey. He ain't feeding into it. So sometimes you got to learn not to feed into it. Only place I'm checking in is in jail. Only place I'm checking in is in jail. It's just to the point like y'all can and believe it or not, it used to be all these beautiful women. Used to do house parties back in the day. All these beautiful women be in the party, right? And it's some dudes that just want to come and fight. They just come and look just to look to break up, just to start a dust up. That's their whole thing, is to come in and start a dust up. All these beautiful women around here, and y'all just want to come and start a fight. The more and more you look at the culture, you look at the Pookie and the Ray Ray culture, the more homosexuality it is once you really dig into it. The more homosexuality is in the culture. Cause think about it, you got all these fine women out here tonight. Finesse2tymes. He probably doing a show walkthrough, or he did a performance. You know what I'm saying? And y'all thing is to go to the concert or to show up to the venue or the place or his after party, impress him. And the mission ain't have a good time. Create memories. Let's go take some women home and smash. That's usually when you go out. That's usually the itinerary. Let's have a good time. Let's create a memory, and let's have some chicks to smash at the end of the night. No. You pull up not to get an autograph, not to pass them your mixtape, not to give them your best wishes. You pull up. You pull up to press them. You go find around all them fine ass ladies that's there. And in that Dallas area, if you know anything about the Dallas area, bro, if you know anything about the Dallas area, a bunch of them women are dying. They're dying for men, especially, the black women in particular. They're dying for somebody to speak to them. They're dying for men to speak to them. And you bypass all them fine women to press another man. The more and more you look at the culture and look at the Pookie and Ray Ray and hood culture, the more homosexuality you see, bro. I'm telling you, man. Let me know what y'all think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Peace. Join the Patreon too. Appreciate y'all.